Hello everyone and welcome to my 12th Wi-Fi battle. This is Wi-Fi battle against Dagis. And honestly, this one was one of the Wi-Fi battles that I most enjoyed. It was a really fun and strategic one. So let's get it going. Okay, so Dagis is issuing a challenge and he leads off with his the Talon Flame, and I lead off with my Metal Gear, so that was good on his part, not good on my part. So obviously I decide to go into my Warlord, my mighty Blastoise, and he goes for Swords Dance, since, you know, he figured out I'll switch, so that was a good prediction on his part. And now he withdraws. I don't know why, I think he could have done massive damage on me with a Brave Bird. Anyways, he goes into his Tentacle, and that works out pretty good for him, because I tried the Toxic. And here I just want to scout out what he has to do, and he goes for his Toxic Spikes, but that was not a very good protect on my part. Because, you know, I mean, it wasn't for any real purpose but scouting, so that was really good. Anyways, I get rid of his spikes just like that, so that's kind of stupid on his part. That was kind of funny. I was like, boom, have your spikes back. Use a Sludge Bomb, and I just go for Surf to get some damage, but Surf doesn't really do anything. So basically I can't really do a thing to this Tentacle, because Rapid Spin and Surf and Toxic won't do anything to it. Toxic literally won't do anything to it, so I just go into my Darko predicting he would go for another Sludge Bomb, and I could resist that and start, you know, sweeping with Moxie. But he goes for Rain Dance, and that's kind of bad for me, because now speed is doubled. But I managed to go to an Earthquake before him somehow. Probably he's not invested in speed, and I managed to take out his Tentacle, which was great. And my Darko does get the speed boost, and now he goes into his Trevor, the Greninja. So I have to switch out, because, you know, Greninjas are fast. They're hella fast. So I go into Soloris predicting a special type move, but apparently, as I found out in this match, this is a physical Greninja, and it's not a protein one too. So that's kind of unique to add a freaking not protein and not special Greninja. So here I go for a Grass Knot, he goes for Toxic, and Grass Knot doesn't do a lot, since his Drizzle is not a very heavy Pokemon. And now his Drizzle is going to use Protect, which is, I mean, I guess it's fine, because I go for Wish anyways, because I think next turn I will try to go for the Aromatherapy to try to get rid of the poisoning that I got myself into. And I think he will switch out. Yep, he switched out because there's nothing to do to me. And he goes into his Fletch, which is physical, so that's bad for me. But now I go for Aromatherapy. So I basically get rid of my own Toxicking, and I will get the Wish back. So that basically means this Grizzle Polito did nothing to me. So that's kind of like I went in safe and I got back out safe. And now we're going back into my Wordle, and again, he predicted a switch, because basically I have nothing to do with him in Soloris, and he goes for Swords Dance. So now I think he's going to use to no, he's not. He's not going to try to Brave Bird me. He's going to switch out again. I don't know why he switches into his Talon Flame just to switch it out after one Swords Dance, but anyways, that's okay for me. And now I Toxic his Drizzle, and that's cool, because his Drizzle is just going to die slowly from the Toxic. And here I just think I'm going to go for the... No, I'm not going to Protect. I going to go into my Ferrothorn, because that thing will wreck this drizzle thing, and it's going to go for toxic. And well, guess what, I'm a steel type, so your toxic doesn't do anything to me. And he withdraws this drizzle now, and he probably goes into his no, he doesn't go into his Talonflame, he goes into his Ampharos. And I go for a poison jab just to do some, I thought he would switch out, so I thought I'll go for poison jab to do some neutral damage to anything it switches out into. And now I go into my Warble, since I didn't think he would go for an electric type move on my Ferrothorn. I thought he would switch out probably into his Talonflame or something, or go into a dragon type move or something, maybe lock himself into it. I don't know, so I switched out into my Wordle, and he went for Focus Blast, and that didn't do way too much. So I was fine there with my Wordle against the Ampharos, but now I have to switch out, because you know, it's a Focus Blast. And, I mean, not Focus Blast, it's an electric type. So I switch out into my, special defensive wall, my Sir Loris, my trusty Sir Loris, and it does a shitload of damage. So I'm kind of in trouble here. But Quick Claw saves the day, but he does withdraw his Ampharos. And he goes into his Fletch, and I go for Moonblast just to get rid of this powerhouse of an Ampharos, and I do about a third of the Talonflame's health. And he goes for Steel Wing, and he's going to almost take my Florges out, and I go for Aromatherapy, and I'm going to get rid of these annoying Thunder Waves that my Soloris and Metal Gear suffered of. And now I'm going to switch out, since I might need Soloris still in this match. I'm going to my Wordles, since he has also an advantage in the rain. And the Steel Wing is not going to do anything to me, but now the rain stops, so I mean, it's still an advantage to me. So here again he decides to withdraw his Talonflame. He's too scared of my boss ass Blastoise, and goes into his Greninja, and I'm going to Surf, since, you know, it would do some decent damage on anything, and it doesn't actually do decent damage on the Greninja. But here I decide to stay in and protect, and just scout out what other moves he has to do, and to just reassure my suspicion that he is physical. But wait, isn't that the physical one? Well, I don't remember. Anyways, he went for Ice Beam, and now he does, yeah, he's a mixed Greninja, not a physical, he's a mixed. So that's kind of unique, you don't see that every day. And I go for another Surf, since even though it's not very effective, it's a 4-hit KO, and this Greninja can't do shit to me. Maybe flinch me with a Rock Slide, but that's basically it. So now he U-turns out, he knows he can't do anything to me. And this actually does some, I mean, it does some small damage, but it's not really going to be meaningful in the rest of the match. And he goes back into his Ampharos, and I'm just going to Surf, since, you know, Surf, but it doesn't do a lot since it's Dragon type, but I get a critical hit, which doesn't really matter. And now I think I'll switch out. No, I don't. And I thought he would go for Thunder, and he did go for Thunder, and I wasted a PP point, which was kind of important, because I think you only have 5 Thunders. So that's 2 Thunders out of 5. So that's good, and I go into my Darko predicting another Thunder. And, well, would you look at that. I predicted right, but it goes for Focus Blast, so my Darko pretty much has no chance. And my Darko is out crying here. Also, a savage 1-hit KO there on my Darko. But now I go for my Frostburn, and I know I can outspeed with Frostburn. So I go for a Stab Ice Beam, which is super effective against its Dragon typing. Also get a crit, which didn't matter, so Frostburn gets a kill. Yay! I'm so happy when Frostburn gets a kill, because it's so goddamn useless. And now it goes for Trevor, and Trevor is obviously faster than anything on my team, but I didn't think he'd go for water type move, so I went into my Blaziken, but I forgot he has Rock Slide. So that sucked a bit, but still I take neutral damage because, still, I'm a fire type. Not fire type, I'm fighting type. So now he goes for water shuriken. And I'm just waiting here like a sitting duck to see how many water shurikens he will have. And he only had 2. So that's freaking lucky for me. And now I go for a brick break. And I'm going to take this for Ninja out. And he had a Rocky helmet too. That's kind of a funny Pokemon to put on a Rocky helmet. That's kind of a funny choice. Now he goes back into his Drizzle, which is not going to be good for my Blaziken. But I believe I'm going to stay in and just do as much damage as I can. No, I don't. I switch out. And I'm going to go to my Metal Gear. Since Metal Gear can take everything this Polito dishes out, including a Toxic. And Scald does, I guess, decent damage, but only with a crit. And right now, Ferrothorn can just sit here and do whatever he wants against this Politoed. So I go for Poison Jab again. I knew he would switch out, so I just want to get neutral damage on something. And now he goes for Hurricane. And my Metal Gear is going to live that, use Iron Head, and almost take this Noivern out. It has yellow HP now, but I don't want to take, I don't have anyone else to take a Hurricane, so I just sack my Ferrothorn, and now we're going to my Frostburn. And I want to believe Frostburn can outspeed this Noivern, but he does the job for me, and he switches out, and he goes for a Sledge, and I go for an Ice Beam, and I believe this will take the Talonflame out, since it doesn't have very great defenses. And now it goes back into its Noivern, and Noivern does outspeed my Jinx, and he's not going to take it out though. So it does decent damage to my Jinx, and he's going to go into his Drizzle again. Damn, this battle is good. I didn't remember it was so long though. So I go for an Ice Beam. It's not very effective, but the Toxic damage is going to knock it out to really close to red. And now I go for a Psychic, since I know I can outspeed this Drizzle, so that's fine. But also, now I think the Noivern is the last thing he has now, and he knows he can outspeed my Jinx. So he just goes for a Hurricane. He's going to take out my Jinx. So Jinx is out. It did kill 2 Pokemon, so that was good for her. And I go for my Cerloris. I hope to get the Claw, but I don't. And the Hurricane knocks my Cerloris out. So right now I'm in advantage in Pokemon. I think I still have my Blastoise and my Blaziken, but they both will get outsped by this Noivern. So it goes for a Hurricane, and will it knock my Blastoise out? No! I just lived with 16 HP. I go for Surf, and Surf will kill it. So that was a really, really lucky, and plus it was a crit. So that was an end to a very awesome battle. I really enjoyed this one. It was just a very well built team, and Dagis was also a pretty good strategist, and honestly this was a very fun battle. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please click on the like button. If you didn't, please click dislike and tell me what I did wrong in the comment section down below. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and see you in my next Wi-Fi battle.